this.
Honey, it's right there.
What's going on? No, can everybody hear me okay with this one? With an introduction like that, I got nothing else to do but walk off this stage right now. So I want to thank Tsai-ko for that gracious introduction. I'm not going to say it took them 3 weeks to prepare all of that, but thank you very much. They asked me to come up and speak, what is Tsai-ko Culture? You know, what is this thing we call a Tsai-ko Culture? And, you know, to me, I thought it was the Red Roof building in Kaneohe at lunchtime. But that's not really what it is. You see, this thing we call a Tsai-ko Culture is it's an anomaly. It's an enigma. It's not just a blog. For those of you that don't understand, like, probably your spouses, your girlfriends, your boyfriends, or your family, they see you on the blog and they say, what are you doing? Because you see, it's not just about people writing about UH Warrior football. And it's not just about telling jokes. Sorry, homie. And it's not about trading recipes about who's got the best pork tofu recipe. It's not about going to a wonderful tailgate at Richardson Field. And it's not about singing karaoke to the point where it's so late at night that you actually think you sound good. It's not about going bowling with your new friends, and it's not about going to the movies. It's not about helping worthy causes, and it's not about traveling across the United States to cheer for the Warriors in New Orleans. You see, this thing, the Warrior Tsai-ko Culture, it's more than that. It's really bigger than that. It's bigger than, if you would please, myself. It's bigger than life itself. Just look around the room. In no way or form did Stephen Tsai, in all of his wildest dreams, imagine that one day he would be standing in the Stan Sheriff Arena in the Wong Hospitality Room, not the right one, the Wong one, surrounded by a group of maniacal Warrior football fans. No way. And I've known Stephen for a long time. I've known him when I had hair, I was 50 pounds lighter, and, well, he never changed. He's always been the same back in the days of Kaleo.
You know, since you were dying?
Yeah, get him out of here. So what is this Tsai-ko Culture? For Keikoa, it's like having his Hawaiian flag that he carried with him to New Orleans. He took it everywhere he went. Whenever the photo opportunity presented itself, Keikoa showed his flag proudly. He displayed his Hawaiian flag as a shield of faith that he took into battle. But it's more than just a flag, you see. It represents everything we stand for. A Tsai-ko once told me, I never thought at my age I'd still be making friends. I'm sorry, homie, that wasn't you either. And I pick on homie because I love him, because he can't beat me up. And don't worry, I got a few jokes about friends later. And but they said, I can't believe I'm actually making friends at this age. And I mean, not just friends, but really good friends. And that doesn't mean you either, DPK. But there's so much more about this group we call Tsai-kos. We welcome all into our group. We have a passion that is unmatched for our Warrior football team. But that is the thread that weaves through all of us that brings us together like a sweater. It's like one of those Bill Cosby sweaters. You know, it's warm, cuddly, security blanket with long sleeves that reach everywhere to the West Coast, to the East Coast of the United States, internationally, to our outer islands, and to foreign countries. You know, this Tsai-ko Culture has evolved into an entity that no one had an inkling of. What is this thing? We have our benchmarks, you know, what we consider our cornerstones of our group, where a certain item, a certain word, or an event is entrenched in our memories forever. Just look at the memorabilia on the table behind you. Incredible. We could talk hours about Gigi's muumuus. How is that related to Warrior football? We bring it all together in the end of the night. We talk about homie's forearms. We talk about homie singing to Elvis Presley, which I witnessed personally. We talk about homie's pretty hair. Hey, that's enough about homie. Leave homie alone. But there's so many other people that we pick on. I mean love on, not pick on, I'm sorry. Then there's also the famous Stephen Tsai rendition of The Lion Sleeps Tonight. How about that? That is working out. It's on the web. Like I told Stephen, if Wilhelm can make a buck, baby, so can you. Just think about you driving down the road and you hear the song from America, A Horse with No Name. Now I've got a Damien alumni by the name of James singing in front of my windshield. Say, get away from my radio. We also have people like, I don't know, Joe, if you've ever heard him sing American Woman, you realize why he's bald tonight. When Stretch starts singing the song Going Sailing, I think I've got Chris Cross in the backseat of my car. And then this other Psychette, who once she starts talking about her boots, I've seen people jump out of her way. Ask me, you will always be a heartbreaker. And Pride, bringing up the Cole Porter in all of us. But the one thing that we all remember is our loving guy, Jason. Still in school, crooning love ballads to all of his aunties. I have no idea what he's practicing for. And although DPK did try, he did not upset Donald Duck. Most of us think Rec is still a gigolo, as he sang to us. Steve Bam, all we do is say Steve Bam, and everybody goes, Vito, Vito, Vito. And the LizKauai brings the phantoms out of all the operas. And Mr. Kikolo brings it home with Kanaka Bye Bye. But we've got other people in the mainland. We've got Rich 2176, we've got Ronnie, we've got Garrett, the WA fan, Las Vegas. All these people, they never stop to amaze me. On the outer islands, we have guys that are here tonight. Whitey and Duffer from Maui. These two guys are more hooked up than you know in Maui. They're the mayors of Maui. Their office is in the back right corner of Tiffany's in Wailuku. If you need to know what's going on in Maui, either legally or illegally, they can tell you. Auntie Liz holds down the garden aisle for us cycles, and on the Big Island, it's Big Hilo fan. But not is that guy only funny, he's pretty smart too. For an attorney, he's pretty likable, and that's why we always tell a lot of attorney jokes on the blog. But the common thing that holds us together is this thing we call the warrior beat, and every day, day in, day out, Stephen Tsai brings out another storyline and the banter begins. True, we go off topic, sometimes a little, sometimes a lot. I still don't know what kimchi soup, mapo tofu have in common with warrior football, but hey, we always come back full circle. Tsai-ko Culture, to sum it up, is a feeling. It's not the shirts, it's not our glasses, it's not the banners, thank you, I don't know, Joe. But what I think about is like memorial stones. It's just like, and I don't want to get religious on you guys, but God parted the waters for Joshua in the River Jordan, and he made Joshua a dual memorial right in the riverbed. We had memorials on the sides of the banks of the river, but the reason that he made Joshua put the stones in the middle of the riverbed, knowing that the water would flow over them, in the tough times, in the droughts of your life, what do you hold on to? For some of us, it is the warrior beat, it's being a cycle. And it's that warm and fuzzy feeling when we open the blog in the morning. Well, some of us don't sleep, we're insomniacs. But for those of us that do, you open the blog up and you say, well, who's up? And you have the good mornings, the good afternoons, the good evenings. And it's just like the jokes from Las Vegas, everything. It's just that feeling you get whether you're at home or at work and you start laughing uncontrollably. And either your family or your co-workers like, hey, why is this spinning coffee turn open again? Oh, it's that blog thing, I think. But, you know, it's more than that. It's, you know, this whole Tsai-ko blog thing, this Tsai-ko culture, basically it's that tugging at your heart and tears from your eyes.
Kiss me.
When you read about some of your fellow cycles going through a tough time, when they've lost a loved one, and like I always say, make memories, make memories, make memories. Because there are 5 F's to this blog. Football, food, family, friends, and fun. And soon, the 6th one, which is fishing! But anyway, that's the Tsai-ko Culture, and you know, we have some key people that we wanted to bring out tonight, not out of the closet, just out in front of us. So now these people, if I call your name, please come up. We wanted to recognize you, and we have some very nice parting gifts from Battle White. No, we have some very nice gifts, but they haven't come in yet, but we do have a certificate and award we'd like to bring. Steve Bam, also known as Steve Borshiri, can you please come stand in the front?